Hello, everybody. I don't really know how to film this video, where to start. I've tried filming for Instagram, for YouTube before, and I finally was like, I just need to sit down and talk. I'm just on my phone, nothing crazy, but it feels weird to have a platform like my YouTube channel and Instagram and just go dark. Like, I know I posted a video or a message on YouTube saying that I was going to be taking some time off because we found out that one of the twins no longer had a heartbeat. And since that post, we've actually had even more bad news, and we have lost our other baby, which I'm not going to go into detail about. It's just, I've been traumatized, my husband has been traumatized, and I don't necessarily think that anybody else needs to be traumatized, nor have you asked to be traumatized. But I did want to put this short video up because I don't know when I will be back, and I understand no one's expecting me to be back. But I have products that are coming in that are being sent to me and that I'm using, and I want to talk about. So it's more of a mental battle with me figuring out how to proceed, when to proceed. I know right now is not the time, but there will come a time where I want to sit down and talk about skincare or makeup or sunscreen. And so figuring that out will be part of what I am dealing with. Obviously, it's not my main concern. My main concern is my physical and mental health. And I have a lot of therapy planned already. So everyone that reaches out and says, do you have a therapist? I have 2 therapists, and I'm getting a third. So I am covered. I'm going to be starting some new therapy. I always say it wrong. EMDR, I think, or EMDR. Because like I said, there was a birth. I had one son die in utero, and one son I went into preterm labor with. Very, very traumatic. The fact that I'm not crying right now is a testament to, I don't know, maybe everything has been numbed to this point. But I'm in therapy. I will be doing as much of it as I can afford, and while paying my hospital bills and whatnot. I also have a month off of work. My work has been absolutely incredible. No one should ever go through such tragedies and trauma, but if you ever do, I hope that you can be afforded the grace that my company has afforded me and my friends and family. And I keep thinking to myself, obviously, first of all, why did this happen? We don't know. I am going to be talking with doctors here, and then also in Massachusetts, which is where this all happened when I was on a work trip, trying to figure out what happened, because my husband and I still want to have a kid or children. So we are going to be trying again, which we knew the day after, but it only cemented it more in my head. When you lose a child, the emotional, the love and the bond that you have, even though I only carried him for a short amount of time, or them, I knew immediately that I wanted that again, and I wanted obviously a better outcome. But all that said, it's a lot to process, and even though I knew immediately, there will be a lot of time where I come to terms with it all, if you can ever fully come to terms with it, but also figure out the rest of my life. So I've been talking about for a while that this channel may change some, and I still don't know how. I know there have been suggestions, but YouTube is a fickle beast, if you will. So figuring out how I can make the change while still appealing to an audience, but also doing things I love. I mean, part of me just loves the reviews, but they're also a dying thing on YouTube. So how do I keep my channel from dying, but also stay interested in what I'm filming? That's one thing I'm doing. I'm going to be starting to ride horses again. I had taken a pause from that during pregnancy because it is considered pretty dangerous. Obviously, I had a bad injury from riding horses, so I didn't want to injure myself or the babies. But because it is something that it allows me a freedom unlike anything else, I'm going to be starting that again. And I'm going to be just taking things slow while I figure next steps out. So I don't think there's more to say. Like I said, maybe one day I'll talk about it. I just don't know. I think there's a big trigger warning for everything that I would ever talk about. So I want to be cautious and careful. But I also think that I consider myself to be a pretty strong person. Like I have quite a high emotional EQ. And I'll say that, like I'm not scared to say that. But so I think that talking about these types of things like stillbirth and miscarriage are so important, because there are other people that A, either don't have a platform, or B, are not comfortable, and that's fine. Those are both totally normal things. But since I do have somewhat of a platform and I am able to talk about it at, maybe not right this moment, but I think I will be able to, I do want to discuss it. I think so many women go through some kind of trauma and grief related to pregnancy, and we all think that we're alone, and none of us are. We're really not. But how it happens, how that comes to be, I don't know yet. I'm just grateful that everyone has been so kind in my life and so understanding, and I'll be back. There will be another video. I don't know when or how, but I do really thank you guys all from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you again soon. Bye.